Any sailor or traveler knows the legend of the Flying Dutchman. A meeting with this ghost ship portends imminent disasters, and the appearance of this ship is a phenomenon covered with a veil of mystery and mysticism. What is it? Did such a ship really exist? Are restless souls languishing there? Why does this even appear? Scientists refute the version of the existence of such a ship. They consider it an ordinary mirage. The ghost ship Flying Dutchman and the history of his stay in the sea through the centuries have accumulated many legends. Until now, many are interested in this question. Is the myth here or reality? Is there life on the ship? Some eyewitnesses claim that they saw the captain on the deck as well as the ship itself. In the books, you can also find photos of the legend of the seas and the famous pirates who are constantly on it. Why is Flying Dutchman? Flying Dutchman is a mysterious frigate that constantly plows the sea and cannot land on the beach. According to legend, this sailing ship is a ghost. It can be seen in the distance. Often a halo shines around him. For more than 400 years, it is the subject of disasters and fear of many crews, and superstition and the sea are inseparable. This terrible messenger emerges from the veil of fog when you are not expecting it at all. Of course, this is a real ghost. According to the stories of sailors, it is not so easy to get to the fateful deck. Even here there is only severe selection. If during life a person was a robber, criminal or murderer, then his ship will be taken away only after death. Ghost ship curse. This ship is considered pure evil. People believe that the opportunity to meet him is sent to those who are sinful and must be punished. However, each legend has its own flip side. The crew themselves are damned and suffer from this. Souls of long dead people cannot find peace like the ship itself. Time and wind severally torment them, but they have no choice but to sail the waves of the sea in vain attempts to find their shore. According to legend, once every 10 years, the captain is given the opportunity to save his crew and ship. Near a town on the shore, he descends to the ground. For one day he needs to find a believing, chaste girl who will agree to marry him. Successful outcomes have happened. Then the sea was calmer. However, after a while, a new Dutchman reappeared, taking new victims to his kingdom. How did it all start? The history of the legend of the sea dates back to the 17th century. Captain Willem van der Decken, originally from Holland, went on a long voyage from the coast of India to the Cape of Good Hope. Nothing boded ill, perhaps, and the outcome of this story wouldn't have led of the stories and subsequent stories. However, the commander's temper was imperious, proud, and self-confident. Noticing on the deck a pretty girl who was engaged and went out to the dinner with her fiancé, he sparked a fierce passion for her. He killed his rival the next night and threw the corpse overboard. He offered his beloved his ardent love, luxury and wealth. The girl refused and, trying to grab her, she rushed into the abyss of the sea. The captain didn't grieve for a long time and continued his journey. Due to strong waves and storm, it was not possible to bypass the cape. The sailors offered to wait for morning in a calm bay, but an infuriated Deccan shot them, and then he shouted words that had become fatal to him. "I will fight with the waves forever until the capes is circled." Since then his curse always follows with him. Other versions of the Flying Dutchman appearance. The legend has a sequel. According to legend, Captain Deccan met the devil, who invited him to fulfill any desire in return for the game. The first devil lost, and the captain finally circled the Hate Cape. That was his comment after the game. In the second installment, luck passed into the hands of the devil, who wished the Flying Dutchman to wander forever in the ocean. There are other versions. When the ship was in a hurry to go around the cape, the team didn't help the sinking ship, and this is the rule of all sailors. A terrible disease overtook the team. The ship was not allowed to go to any port. All died due to hunger and disease. The Dutchman defeated the Kenner, a pirate sailor boat, but also won the curse with victory. Logical explanations and facts. Many sailors admit to seeing a ghost in the waves. Scientists have found the answer to this. It turns out that in the sea, as well as in the desert, there is a such feature as mirages. This is not uncommon, like the lights at Sant Elmo in the form of a luminous halo near the ship. There have also been cases of fatal diseases on ships. Yellow fever in 1770 on one ship didn't give him the opportunity to land at the port. The team was forced to die slowly while at sea. However, when meeting with other liners, the disease could be transmitted quickly. And so, the words of the legend about the terrible death came true after meetings with the Flying Dutchman. And finally, we can recall the theory of relativity of Einstein, which suggests that reality has many parallel worlds. It is for this reason that we can see strange ships from past centuries and modern ships disappeared without a trace. Such a case was observed by Du Dukes in 1997. Having met a ship of the 17th century era at sea and seeing no less astonished sailors on it, he suggested that the ship got lost in time. It was not possible to get acquainted with the ghost crew. A moment before the collision, it disappeared. The facts explain the destruction of ships by time. If there is no proper care and vessel becomes unusable, such vessels can be afloat for a very short time, but they cannot be used wanderings. In 1933, a small boat of the sunken ship Valencia was found. At first glance, nothing surprising, but this incident happened in 1906. How the boat was at sea for so long remains a mystery. That's all for today. Thanks for watching. Do not forget to like, subscribe and express your opinion.